Shot of the Week, episode 17. Hope everybody enjoy your Batman day or Batman weekend. How about you, man?
Wait a second, I think that the game cleared. Pause. They recording stuff.
I see.
So, give us a...
I'm so used to Alright, but I was just checking. Now it says on the corner we're on the air, okay.
Okay, because I'm used to having like the local one on top, so...
Yeah, with the new PS4 update, it's a little different right now. Getting used to it. But yeah, I enjoy my Batman day, weekend, read some Batman comic books, watch a movie. I haven't really gone out and bought me any graphic novel comic books. I know Epic Comics Store, they had their own sale. A comic shop had their own sale. Pretty much a lot of comic books had their, comic shops had their own sales.
And like, I think it's really cool that DC dedicates like a day for Batman every year. You know, because like Batman is probably one of the greatest superheroes there, to ever live.
Exactly.
And we get to basically embrace our love of Batman. And there's definitely different stories and different artists and different movies that fit Batman in several different ways. So we would like to talk about some of the favorite Batman moments or Batman stories.
If I had to think back around my very first Batman, was a TV show, comic book. I don't really know what was my very first Batman comic I read, but I know it was my first one I had. Actually, my cousin gave me Batman vs. Predator.
Ooh,
yeah, it was pretty cool because like the same armor that you saw in Batman vs. Superman movie, he had an armor similar to that to battle Predator.
Wow.
Yeah, it's DC and Dark Horse having a collaboration on that, and it was pretty interesting. I wish I actually continued getting those comic book series.
See, the funny thing is like no one would have mentioned that story.
I know, I had to pick something like randomly different, like nobody would think of, oh, Predator. Most of us would probably mention, oh, Joker, Two-Face, but that was like my earliest memory of actually owning my very first Batman comic book. And then when it came to graphic novels, I started buying more of them at different comic store. Like I have the one with the Hush story. I have...
This is fantastic. Mostly because of the art.
Yes.
The story's a little... because it goes freaking everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's giving me a little timeline here, and then you got Catwoman all of a sudden shows up too at one point. It's like,
I enjoy the Hush story, but it's just like, looking back and I'm like, kind of everywhere.
Yeah, it pretty much, reveals certain things about Bruce Wayne too, so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But yeah, like, it was one of my favorite graphic novels, Hush.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Come to movies. Most likely, yes, it's gonna be Tim Burton's the first Batman movie. That's another reason why I'm so into Batman, because it was dark, gritty. I love Jack Nicholson as Joker. I mean, he's probably always gonna be my favorite Joker, no matter what. I love Cesaro from Batman, Adam West Batman show.
Mm-hmm.
I watched those too. I can never say whatever comes out now is better than that. I grew up with those.
It's different. I won't say better or worse. It's just different.
And then you got Batman animated series that I grew up watching too, and I have all of those DVDs. So it's pretty cool. And then you got Batman Beyond series too, and I have all of those too.
I think you're probably like the biggest Batman Beyond fan I know, because you advocate for that show so much.
Oh man, if you talk to Al from Epic Comics Store, he loved Batman Beyond too. Yeah. What else is there I can think of for Batman? Graphic novel, comic books, video games. If I had to go back to video games, Batman Returns.
Oh, the Super NES one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an old school there. I mean, I could go and say, the NES had a Batman game, but I actually enjoyed the Super NES, Super Nintendo Batman Returns game more. And then, later on, we got Arkham Asylum series. Those are pretty good too. Mm-hmm. What about you?
Well, it's an interesting story for me and Batman, because growing up, I wasn't really that much of a Batman fan. Like, I liked the movies, I liked the animated series and all these stuff, but like, I didn't read comics at that time. So I was like, okay, Batman's cool. And then, like, I saw The Dark Knight when it first came out in 2008, and I was just like, whoa. Like, I wouldn't think of such an interpretation of Batman that way. because we're used to him being like the superhero, but it was more grounded. So I found that very interesting. But the story that really got me into Batman was the Batman: The Long Halloween.
Oh, yes.
It's from the Hush writer Jeff Loeb.
Yeah.
Because my friend, he had like a bunch of comics, and like I was like, oh, I want to read comics. So he sold it for like a whole like lot for like $40. And one of the ones
Nice.
that had there was Batman: Long Halloween.
Okay, I got
And
one of those.
and I read that like in one sitting. I was just so captivated by it because it's such a fantastic story, such a fantastic art by Tim Sale, and that kind of how it started with Batman. In terms of games, well, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, you can't go wrong with those.
Yeah.
Actually, funny enough, I did enjoy the. That was like an arcade game. It was a Justice League game. It's kind of like a beat 'em up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which one it was. I know Disney Quest has that arcade machine.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think it was just Justice League.
It was just like
America.
it had like
beat 'em
seven-
up type of like back in the old school Ninja Turtles or Street of Rage
Yeah.
type of style. Yeah, I definitely remember that game.
Yeah, that game was really dope. It's just like it's so many good Batman stories from Batman, different mediums. Batman the Animated Series, of course. Mark Hamill's my favorite Joker of all time, so to like not add that to the list. But I want to do like an honorable mention because this is definitely one of the greatest Batman stories to have happened. Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. Personally, it's not one of my favorites, but I do understand the impact it had at the time it was released in 1986.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely kind of like because Batman was going like on a downhill, and then Dark Knight Returns came out and like kind of just rebuild it, inspired the 1989 Batman movie, like the dark and gritty style. And Dark Knight 2, it's not that good. Dark Knight 3, haven't read so far yet, but I heard it's really good. But it's definitely iconic in terms of Batman stories.
Yeah, I like the Frank Miller style. His point of view of Batman, those solo graphic novels. I mean, he had started when he was like mid-20s or 30s. And you have another one that he aged and he's like in his 40s or 50s. And then after that, I mean, was it The Master Race is the latest one. So, like, I need to catch up on that one.
Yeah, I really liked the first issue, and I really enjoyed it. Mostly because with Frank Miller, I think Frank Miller's a good storyteller, but you gotta have restraints on him.
Yes.
And with him teaming up with David Sorrello, I guess really a good mix to have those two together because they have really good, very similar style storytelling. Recent Batman stories definitely Court of Owls. Like that really brought Batman back in such a big way.
I mean that involved not just Batman, but that at some point they mentioned that it's there, and so it's like
the Gray Sun.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, they some way somehow they not just incorporate this Batman or just some random character, but they somehow brought back make Dick Grayson relatable to the whole Batman series, even though he wasn't officially in these Batman comic book series. He had his own series, but they had to mention
the future of Batman. We both agree that the Batman Superman, somehow his moral standpoint is, but I think Ben Affleck did such a fantastic job portraying the Dark Knight.
Yeah, I really wanted to bring in the money for DC to bring us more upcoming DC movies like Marvel. Like I wanted that movie to be the movie to say, hey, like I said in the previous podcast, I was like, I pretend I loved it so much, but I was like, damn, I give it a C because there was some things that was like iffy, and another thing is that I based it off like what I knew from the comic books.
Yeah.
And for those who didn't read the comic books, and those who read more deep into the comic books, they'd be like, oh, okay, this is not right, but you could see what's going on in that movie relates to some of the comic book. I talked to one of my relatives, my cousin, and he said that he haven't watched any of the DC or Marvel movies that came out since 98, 99, like even before Blade, because he's like,
wow.
He read a lot of the 70s and the 80s and the early 90s comic books from DC, Marvel, I mean, he's one of the few people who's influenced me to read comic books too, as a young kid at age 5, 6 years old. And it's like, I see where he's coming from. Because, like, yeah, you're such a diehard comic book reader, and when you see the movie, you're like, this is a bit off. But I try to tell him, like, look, the MCU is a different type of universe from your comic book universe.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got your DCUs, once again, another different universe from the comic book. And you gotta consider, like, the actors, the producers, the people who's writing the stories. I mean, they don't want to just give you everything straight from the comic book. They try to give you at least... Some of the movies are maybe 75% accurate to the comic book material, or 90% comic material. Like, honestly, for example, Civil War, that movie, for me, was actually one of the best movies from Marvel that's not based from a comic book. It's actually better than the comic book storyline for the ending.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, like for example, Batman, we were speaking of, in Batman vs. Superman, they shouldn't have had Doomsday, you know. Should have just been based right on just Batman vs. Superman as the title. Wonder Woman shouldn't be in there. Sorry, fans out there of Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman shouldn't be in that movie. Once again, it's Batman vs. Superman. But yes, it's a kickoff for Justice League because it's called Dawn of Justice too, so I understand why they put her in there. Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
Oh, why, man? Why?
That...
You didn't like the bat nipples?
No! Hey, George...
Oh, the bat credit card?
Yeah, the bat credit card was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Arnold, great actor, but, yeah. I love Jim Carrey, Riddler, because he was just being himself. He wasn't really being that... Well, he was, but it was more...
No, it's like, no, someone like, they didn't tell him they were recording, they just recorded his reaction and stuff. Like, that's really what happened. Like, it was just him being himself.
Yeah, and, I mean, they didn't really got the more serious tone. Like, there was some scenes he was serious. Like, yeah, he was working in the police department, he was doing other things, but then, you know... And I think he was working with... Oh, he was working with Bruce Wayne, the technology or something like that. I'm getting his storyline mixed with the Gotham TV show.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I wouldn't mind if Jim Carrey returns into a Batman film. Even if they told him, hey, you want to be the Joker? Would it be kind of cool if he was the Joker? That would be an interesting character for
me. To be honest, I think he could do a really good job as a Riddler. Like, you know, like a dark and gritty Riddler, I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if he returns and be that Riddler, but more dark, gritty, like you said. Batman and Robin, that was just horrible. Everything was just bad. Like, Barbara Gordon, it was not even there. It was just Alfred's niece that became Batgirl. The whole storyline between her and Robin was just a little bit ridiculous. And I think that Bane, oh my god, that was just horrible.
See, the thing is, like, I haven't really seen these movies since they came out.
My friend, I shall lend you the DVDs.
No, I'm good. I mean, like, if we were to do like a commentary, I think it'd be hilarious. Just like watch it and like record ourselves reacting to it. It's gonna be funny.
Maybe we'll do that one day.
You know, keep in check just in case.
We'll be like, right in the Batman movie we'll be watching Batman Robin. Torture not just us ourselves, we'll really torture you for some scenes.
Yeah, indeed.
Anything else you want to add?
Oh no, Batman's great. You know, because he's Batman.
Of course. For me, I hope the next story start getting into the whole Joker persona. You know, like what started off in Rebirth about 3 Jokers. So I hope we get more depth into that.
Hopefully. I haven't really kept up with the comics recently, but I haven't read any reports stating anything about it. We have the Jokers.
Alright. So everybody, that's all for today. I hope you guys had a great Batman today. Peace out.
Peace.